Guys, today, now this is going to be posted late and I'm very sorry, but I decided to finally, I feel like I've not posted, never posted this. I've recorded this video about 50 times. I am going to do bookish things I don't get. So things that are really popular on BookTok and BookTube that I don't quite understand. So I'm going to start, this might sound crazy, lack of library books. Now, I'm trying not to dox myself, but I read library books. This is a library book. I love library books. I think it's good to support your local library, and it's also a really good way for people to access books that they can't. Now, my voice sounds absolutely horrible right now. I'm very sorry, but I literally have a whole TBR basket just for library books that I got out recently, which I believe I posted a haul of it yesterday, maybe. So yeah, I've got a whole TBR basket of just of library books. But tell me why it's not promoted on TikTok or YouTube. You think they would be? You think it would be? You think it'd be a way accessible for people to read and it'd be really good? No, absolutely not. Okay, another thing I don't understand is excessive tabbing. I don't know if you've been following me since I first started posting, you'll know I don't tab any of my books. Let me grab a book that I've read recently. Nothing. I don't tab them. But I have nothing against people who do, but it's the people who do starting new books and then they spend 20 minutes picking out tabs to match the cover. What the actual fuck, mate? Just read the damn book. I get wanting it to look all aesthetic and nice, but if you actually wanted to read it, you wouldn't spend 20 minutes picking out tabs. I just find that, and then when it's, those ones that's, literally, covered, you can't see the pages for the tabs. That bothers me. I'm what is the point? Now, again, this is my opinion. Don't get mad. You'll live, I promise. Another thing I don't get is when you call out an author for being problematic and then they go, well, it's not in her writing. I can promise you it definitely is. For example, let's just use Sarah J. Maas. She is very racist. It is very much in her A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Not quite sure about Throne of Glass. I believe there is a scene in Throne of Glass where they talk about colonizing, which, how fun. But in ACOTAR, it's blatant. It's blatant. Racist stereotypes for the diverse characters. Aligning them with slaves. There's just so much, and then wiping out that entire race. And people are fine with this. Another thing I don't get is the erasure of female main characters. Look at Shatami and Cruel Prince. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Carden. But people will read The Cruel Prince and then recommend it to somebody by going, Carden is amazing. And so, if you actually read the first book, you'd know that you're not meant to like Carden in the first one. It's Jude. These books are about the girl, not the guy. And the erasure of women and female main characters in literature and on BookTok needs to be what's it called? Researched. Needs to be discussed. Because every time book recs, I look for book recs and it's always enemies to lovers, and I'm okay, cool, what is the plot? You've told me the trope doesn't give me much information, and you're not tempting me by saying it's enemies to lovers, because, okay, I'm just going to grab a random book. I'm not using it as an example, because I don't actually know. I've not read this book, so I'm not saying that this is, but it will be enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers. That's not enemies to lovers, babe. That is slight annoyance to fucking every 5 chapters. Now, obviously, I'm saying that book doesn't have that because I've not read it. It might have that, it might not, I don't know. Another thing I don't get, there's 2 extreme sides of TikTok. Dark romance readers and the smut addicts. Classics readers. No, don't get me wrong. I really like some classics. I like A Christmas Carol. I did study this for school, but I really do like A Christmas Carol. I like Blood Brothers. I'm not that, I'm okay with Macbeth. I'm okay with things like that. Don't mind classics. But it's those classics readers on TikTok. There's that's not real literature if you're reading a romance book. Is it not writing? And if you think English literature A-levels, you can literally use any book for your coursework. I'm not doing English literature, I'm doing English language. I could do English literature. I could fucking study The Housemaid by Frida McFadden for it. It's literature, and I think people, little classic snobs, need to accept that. I think another thing I don't quite understand is this whole stigma around lending your books to your friends. I do get it in a sense if it's not somebody you know, but if my best friend was like, oh, I really want to read this book, but my parents won't let me buy it, bitch, take it. And I'm just grabbing this one because it's the closest. Take it. I will let my friends can come to my house. Like, I have a few close friends. A few of them, I'm just going to call them, so I've got 3 friends. I've just registered something. I'm in a group chat, 3 of my closest friends. All other names begin with A and mine begins with C. Oh well. My friends could come to my house, look through my books, and if they wanted to read one, so long as it wasn't one that I wanted to read, like, within that month or within whatever time frame, go, take it, read it, bring it back, tell me that you liked it. I don't mind. Like, I offered for my friend to read the Twister series because she didn't know if her parents would let her get it out, but she's going to read it on e-reader so that it's not, like, lying around for her parents to read. I get that. That's fine. I lent the Powerless trilogy to one of my other friends who wanted to read it but didn't want to buy it in case she didn't like it. I don't get this whole thing of, this whole belief that the second you lend it to somebody, they're just going to automatically destroy it. Do you just not trust your friends? Like, I get not wanting to, like, when I was a kid, I don't know how many people know this, but I loved Scarlet and Ivy. And there was this girl that I was, like, becoming friends with at school. I didn't really know her well, but I wanted her to read it. So I lent it to her, never got it back. So I do kind of get it, but it's that thing of actively hating on giving your friend shit. It's not even giving them, it's lending it to them. And you can always chase them up after. Just be a bit more confident. That's all I'm going to say. If it's your book, you paid for it, just ask for it back. I lent Fourth Wing, so there's this lady that my mum works with. I lent Fourth Wing to her. She gave it back. She actually accidentally damaged it. She spilled coffee on it. This woman buys a whole other copy for me. Like, it's not that hard to literally just go up to me and say, hey, you damaged my book. Are you going to do anything about it? It might be if you're like me and have anxiety, because I would be absolutely scared to do that. But, yeah. There's also this thing of, like, the aestheticizing. I don't know if that's not even a word. Making reading aesthetic. Oh, I'm bored of summer romance, and I really want to read fantasy, but it's still August, so I can't read it. Bitch, just read what you want. The fuck? I'm not gonna read... What can I use as an example? This book is not really popular on TikTok, but I'm not gonna read Bone Music because this is an autumn vibes book, and I'm reading summer vibes only. That's basically a big giant flag of saying you don't actually like reading, you just want that aesthetic. Piss right off. This month, so far, let's see, what have I read? I have read I Wish You Would. Summary romance, really cute, really good. I have also read, oh shit, I don't know if I have many on here. Read The Queen of Nothing. Not really a summary romance. Fantasy. Autumn vibes. I've gone out and bought books that I think I might want to read later on. But let me just tell you, I have so many summer romances on my shelf that I could not read all of it in summer. So, read what you want. If you're reading books just because they are aesthetic and for that certain season, why? And why? Just read what you want. Like, there's this trend on TikTok, it's like, I love summer, but I have an itch. Scratch your itch, mate. Just read the damn books. I mean, my current read is literally The Serpent and the Wings of Night. It's the middle of August. Is that summary romance, guys? No. Who gives one? Read what you want. Don't let this whole, like, TikTok mindset of you have to read this in this season. You have to read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe in autumn. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to read The Christmas Tree Farming at Christmas, even though I would recommend it, because I don't know, I have this thing about bad luck reading. I mean, I read it in July. Don't take it from me. But if you want to have those vibes, yes, do it. But don't say, like, if you want to read the book, read the book. Don't say, oh, I want to read this, but it's not the vibes. Reading is the vibe. No matter the season, the time of year, no matter that, reading is the vibe. Like, just read. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, nobody cares. You're consuming literature, just read. There's no point in saying, oh, I want to read this, but I can't because it's not autumn, it's not December. Girl, just read. Just read what you want. That's something that really gets on my nerves, so yeah. I'm going to end this video here because I don't really know what else to say without getting into the too political aspect of it, because a lot of political shit on TikTok pisses me off. Like, when they say, reading isn't political, bitch, the fact that I can read is political. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, we wouldn't have been able to read. That's insanely political. So yes, reading is political. Anyway, yeah, ending it here.